In this video, I will talk about using the mannequin and human to evaluate your design and also to find out the ergonomic of your assembly or part design. And also you can use this human to find out the accessibility and other features that you need to have for your part or for your assembly. To start running the program, you can search the ergonomic file in your app section. So you open your compass and then you go over all of the apps that you have, you find the ergonomic, or you can search that and you can add it to your favorite. And after you run that, it will open on this environment like this. So I first at the beginning I start using the Manikin and go over some of the features that we have, and we can manipulate the mannequin and some of the features that you have for the human body. And then we add some assembly and try to use this human to find out how effective is our design or how accessible is the equipment that we have. To start creating the human, after you open the ergonomic evaluation, you can select on the adding the mannequin. So when you add the mannequin, the software create the human. Okay. So it's on the, so it asks you, do you want me to be on the detect and show the clash or detect and stop on the clash? So I just put on the show. So this is some features for the it's called for the when you use your part and you have your assembly, it shows that either the parts are in contact with each other, and when there's a clash, it means that you cannot pass that point. It means that you need to either modify your design or move your mannequin to another position. So the first thing that you will find out when you add the new mannequin is some information that you have for the part, for the human. So first you can select between the gender, so man or woman, so you can select that. And the next thing is that the software has some population information. For example, you have for the American, Canada, France, I think it's the Japan and Korea, and also it has some European countries. And the difference is that there's the software use the average height, weight, and body information for those countries. So for example, if you select the US, maybe it's for example, is the taller person than a person inside in the India. So for example, we select average of the North American, and then the next thing is that is the population percentage. So you can select between the three category. So you can say your mannequin wants to be in the 95% of the population, or you want to be on the 5% of the population. And as you can see, the information and the properties of this mannequin changed when you select the population. It means that the 5% of the data that the software used for the, for example, this American population is in this category with this height and weight and body shape. So I will put under 50%. The next thing is that So the next thing is that you can select between the position. You can select the position of your mannequin. So you can select if you have a seat or you have a chair and you want to look at the properties of your chair. You can use the mannequin in the sitting position, or you can use it at the stand if you have some other equipment that you have. As you can see, the refill point is different for the when you select the stand or when you select the sit down. And the next thing is that I show you how to change this referral point. So right now for the sitting, it's in the hip, and when you select on the standpoint, it's between the legs. And after that, we select OK. Now we have our mannequin inside the environment that we have. The next thing is that to move the mannequin around and the object, you can click on the robot and drag it on the referral point, and then as you can see, it sits down on the referral point, and I can rotate or change the location of the property of the mannequin when I put it in the place that I want. So this is some useful hint that you can use. The next one is that under the command section, we go to the human definition. So before I go there, again, I remind you that if you want to have the name of the commands underneath of each shape, you just right click and you select on the display with the text. So if I click on the display icon only, so you can see that there is no text underneath. But if I select with the text, it shows the text too, so it makes it easier. The first thing is that, for example, let's say that you want to have a special person for your design. For example, it is you and it's not part of you have a special the dimensions or the weight for yourself or body shape. You can change that with this anthropometry. So you just click on that and click on the mannequin. As you can see that these are the properties of the mannequin that you can find inside the for this part. So I select on this one, for example, and then you can see that it pop up all of the options that you have, and you shake it to the manual, and then you change that one to, for example, let's say if I put it on the 30%, and you can see that then it changed the properties of this mannequin. You have options for the different options for the different part that you can select. For example, you can change all of these items that you have here. But usually, if you are not comfortable or you don't have any special requirement, just leave it as it is. So you just reset that to the original shape. So we don't change that one. The other one is that the posture analysis. So for the posture, you can define for each part. For example, if I select the arm, as you can see that these lines represent all of the joints, and for example, if I make it bigger here, so these are all of the items that you have control to change them. So each line you can rotate them. For example, if I select on for example here, let me select this one. So you have an option to move it around and change the location or the position of your this part in your mannequin. So if you want to, for example, let me select the angular. So if I select this one shows you your shoulder can change from 20 degree to -8 degrees, so it can move forward or backward. Or for example, if I just click on that, right click, I click edit. For example, let's say that you want to make it bigger, and you can see that you can find the information here. So this is for the flexation or DOF1. So let me reset angular time and go exit, do it again. So I select the shoulder and arm, then I go to the position and I select the angular limitation and I click on, I did it again, sorry, I need to select this one for example. So for this one, it shows that your arm from your shoulder can go from the 170 degree to minus 60 degree. But for example, let's say that there's a wall in the bag, so and you want to make sure that your mannequin is according to the design that you have, then you can edit that. So you just right click on that space, and I'm trying to go DF02 and then I click edit, active manipulation. So now for example, let's say that your arm from the going up and down, you want to go only to 0 degrees. So here I change that one to 0. So now your arm only can go up to the 90, let's make it 90 degree. So now your arm can move in this angle. So when you put it in your design, you can only move your arm in this area, and if you go farther than that, the software give you the error. And the next thing is that, let's see, go to the next one. So this is the let me rotate the part so you can see it. So this is the next angle. So your shoulder going inward or outward, and when you have your arm, so it can go all the way inside front of your face or to back. So let's say that you want to make it go more to the back. So it doesn't let me change this one. So according to the definition that I put here for this arm, when I change that one, I cannot change this DOF3, and if I want to change that one, I need to add. So if I add that one, and I can for the angular 2, let's say that make it minus 38. So it cannot go more than the as you can see, it's on the red, so it cannot go more than the minus 90.5. So this is the maximum amount that you are allowed to manipulate your arm. So if I put 0, now your arm can go from this point to the new point. So these are some of the features that you can change in your Manikin before you start using them inside the your assembly. And let me. Okay, so the next thing is that some of the features that you have for your Manikin, if you expand them, you can, for example, you can go and individually change them. So if you select on the spin or right arm, left arm, you can have options to modify them and change them. And also if you right click on the body, the whole body, you have some options here that you can make them apply to your part. For example, if you want to change your the appearance of your part, your Manikin, you can do that from your properties. So let me. Okay, so you click on the Manikin, so it select all of the parts and everything. Then you go to the properties. So the first thing is that you can change for example, the color of the and not the hand, and the jacket. I think the jacket is okay, and the skin. So you can have some options here. The next thing is that you have, as I said, you have a referential point. So right now the referential point is that at the between the feet. You can change that on put it at the edge point or the hip points. you can put the reference point at the eye. So the reference point, this point, sit down on the eyes. And if you select the edge point, it's usually when you want to have in the sitting mood, if you want to have your mannequin, or usually for the stand up is for the is on the between the two legs. The next thing is that for the vision, it shows that the amount of the when you look at your eyes, the degree that the eyes can see around. So let me go and show you from here. So if I go to the posture, so say on the analysis, and I'm trying to show you how you can find the I select all of these, and I'm trying to show the you can show the bracket that your eyes can see in front of you, or your hands can move in the inside your working environment. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to not to be. I think in the okay, so we have a segment and then line of sight. So if I take this one, so this is the line of sight, shows the direction that your eyes can see, and if when you have a part here, you can follow this line to for example, to find out where your mannequin looking at. So if you go to the, so this is for the attachment. This one is to changing the property of your mannequin. For example, if you change the countries or the percentage of the population. So if you have any attachment, you use that one. And then we had the referral, we have a display. Okay, so this one only shows the line of sight and referral. So I cannot select the, let me see, can I X more? No. So it doesn't give me the more options for the parts and for the heads, if it have a moving part or not. So you can change the some of the properties of the field of the view. And let me see, can I, no, I cannot change that. So it said that it shows that if you look at one point, you can move your eyes 45 degrees in vertical direction, and on the horizontal 70 degrees. So that's the area that your eyes can cover when you put it in your assembly. Now we add one environment, one assembly, and then we try to work with our mannequin and put it inside the location inside the assembly and work with the assembly. Before I go that, because the assembly is a little big and make our human smaller, let me show you how you can change the posture of your part. For example, how to use it to reach the equipment, or move the leg if you want to, for example, go up the stairs. When you click on each body part, it gives you some options, and one of them is the posture edit. So if you click on that, as you can see that it opened in the name of the part that you selected, and also some options that you have. For example, here I can move that part, and I can select the different DOF that I have. So you can see that, make it 50%. Okay, and then I have a rotation. This one rotation is the left and right. So this is how you can manipulate your part, and if you want to have it at the original location, just reset the DOF. So right now I reset all of the DOF to make sure that it's on the original part, and then you can select the animated viewpoint. So when you move that, it create the animation for you, that how does it work. And the next one is that you select the angular limitation, and it show you for each one of the degree of the freedom that you select, what is the limitation that you have. For example, here you can see that it can change between the 10 to -10 to 15, and that was something that showed you can change for your mannequin when you want to put it everything together. So for example, if I select the food, I can move it right and left, so you can see that the food changing. For example, let's see, I select the leg and I move it backward and inward, so it goes from the you can see that you can change from the 135 degree to 0. And the next thing is that let's change the time and forearm, head, legs. So for the line of sight, you can see that you can change the point that your eye looking at. So you can, this is the area that you can move it. And let's put everything. And the next thing is that for the lumbar, you can bend front and back, and you can rotate to the side, and also you can do it from counterclockwise and clockwise. So I just put everything on the original location. So this is our mannequin. Again, you click on each part and you select the posture editor. The next thing is that I add the part that I want to select the assembly that I already have. So I open the assembly file, and let's say that this is my assembly. So there's a floor, there's a ladder. For example, let's say that you're working in the warehouse and you want to install some items. So you can see that there's some equipment here. There's a drill, there's a this is the concrete drill, and there's a screwdriver. And so these are some of the objects, and I want to add it to my human ergonomic evaluation and use them with my mannequin. So I just select the existing part and I select my part. Trying to insert let's try this one, see now. Okay. It's not the 3D shape, existing parts. Existing product. Okay, so I selected the existing product, and now I have my product here, and I have my human too. So you right click on your product, so you right click on the physical product, and the head of your tree, you select the existing product, and then you click on the file that you opened already. So let me move my mannequin. So I select my human mannequin, and okay, so analyze, not the analyzing. Trying to move my objects. So let's see. It's like my human mannequin, and I drag and drop my robot in the this human, and let me move the mannequin a little outward so it's not in my way. Okay, so this is my mannequin, and I want to place the mannequin in the top of this ladder. So to do that, first I need to define the human location, and this human location will be sit down in this plate in the top. And then after that, I use the place mode, and I place my mannequin in the correct location. So to do that, first I select the human location, and I select the change the owner. I don't want to be here, I want to be in the top. So I select the you can see that after I select the change the owner, I click on the top surface, and then I say you need to select the oriented to make sure that it's in the right location and right direction. So to edit some of the features for this, for example, for this location, for example, I want to make sure that it sit down on the middle of the plate. So I right click on this robot, and I select the edit. And then as you can see, it's -3. So let me put it here so you can see. I make it 0. And the next thing is that you can see that here, if I rotate that one, there is one this line that you can see here, that black line. That one shows the face of my human. So if I move my human, it will face to this side of the ladder. So you can change that. If you make it 0, it will be in front of the ladder. So when it goes up, this line will be in the other direction, but I will leave it like this because I want to adjust the mannequin after I put it on the this location. So I change the location at the middle, I put it at the middle, and I select the close and click apply. Okay, so now if I expand my human mannequin, then so here and the environment, then I have the all of the information for the tools and also for my assembly. So it's trying to find out the, so right now it's hidden, so I cannot see the human location that I created because it needs to show here. So let me place my human inside the so if I click on this location, and then you can see that when I select these two parts, so I selected the human, and then my human location, it's sit down there, and as you can see that because the human location was in the 90-degree in the Z direction. Now your human face the side of your ladder, so I can use this I'm trying to use this robot to change the I think I'm selecting the okay, let's do it again. I think I do it so let me put the robot here. I think at first I selected the location, and because of that I couldn't move the now let's select the place the human. Okay, I have to do it again. So human location, change the owner, I select this plate and I click on that and edit that one, make it 0. Okay, now if I select it, let me put the robot again in my human, then I select the place mode, I select my human and I select my place mode. Now it should move because okay, so select the part. Okay, it shows the part, but I don't know why it's not moving around. So do this one. Okay, finally it goes. So I select my human and then I select drop the this robot again in the location of the referral, and then I move the part. So now my human is sitting on the location that I want to place it. So these are the settings. Trying to find out it should be in the human section, the location of this location that I created. Okay, this is the position. So I found the position here. Now let's say that you want to reach and get this drill here. To do that, you select the different part that you want to move. So you select the arm, keep the control down, you select the hand, and then you select the fingers. I guess that I selected all of the parts for okay, I guess that everything is selected now. And then next thing is that you use the movement. For example, you want to say that you want to have this arm touch this part. So I'm trying to select the hands. Doesn't show the interface. Okay, yes, so this one, reach hand grip. So you select the reach hand grip, and then you have the options here that you can select for the reach hand grip. And the next thing is that I select this part. Now you can see that it shows that your hands have some distance to reach this part, and then it's almost 11 inches, and then you can select these options to for example edit your posture and touch the item. The first thing before I go there, I select the type of the grasp. So right now you can see that all of the fingers are open, so I select the grasp, the cylindrical part, and then the next thing is that I select the bend. And for the bend, I select bend and pelvis. So right now, because I changed the before I put the item, if you remember, I moved some of these features for these Manikin. So now the head is down. So let me put the look at active hands. So now right now it doesn't look at the hands. I need to it's not in the good location. Okay, so the first thing is that I need to either go back and change all of the properties that I changed because of the posture and everything. So let me edit the posture to see, make sure I put everything, and forearm, I don't think that I changed this one. Change the head maybe, let's see, I put everything on the line of sight, put everything on the original location, original configuration, and hopefully this time it doesn't get those strange movement. The next thing is that maybe another reason that when I create the bending has a lot of movement is that maybe I put my human very far from the edge, so I can go back. Let me see, and I cannot edit this. I'm trying to edit the position that I created. So right now I don't have the options to human location. Okay, I find the play, and trying to see, can I change the properties here or not? Switch to edit mode. Okay. No, it doesn't give me the edit options here. So let me the one thing I'm trying to move the person closer to the edge, so in that way my movement of the person would not be very different, very out of shape. So unfortunately I cannot edit this feature, so I need to, okay, so finally I found it. Okay, so go to the edit, and in the Y direction, this is the Y, so the Y I need to, let's say that is 30, and the Z direction is defined with the location of this, so the Y I want to be closer to, as you can see, I'm moving the location of the person closer to the edge, so I need to increase that. If I put it at a 70-inch and make it 0, okay, now let's see the human move inside or not. Okay, so we put the human in the closer location, then rotate the person in front. Oh, sorry. Okay, now I move the person closer to the edge and try to do the part again. So I select the hand, I select the reach the hand, I select the part. Now you can see that it's very closer, and I select the bend, and I just select bend and just the pelvis. Okay, so before I do that, I need to do it again. I select the, make it spin and pelvis. Now let's see how does it goes. Okay, now it's better. Then I look at the active hands, and this one make it as a grasp for the cylindrical. The next thing is that I moved the rest. So still is not in the good position, and let me move the arm a little higher. So there's some said that there's a clash, so let's do the hands again, and let's try to use the look at the object and stop a collision this time. Spin the pelvis. Let's see how does it work this time. Okay, so we need to have going very higher. Trying to move the joint. Select the arm, make it the angle with the hand is not correct, so I need to modify that angle. So that's the idea about how to manually move the Manikin to see the to kind of grasp objects. So let me sorry. Just want to make sure it's at the good location. It's moved backward again, so let me human location. Okay, 0 and 70. And select the human. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm trying just manually edit some of the features to put it on the contact with the, so let me move this forearm a little. Okay, so hopefully this one doesn't give the screwed posture, so I make it grasp the and I need to move the hand a little down. Okay, now it's better. Okay, so let's see, is it grasp the item or not. So now you can see that I grasp the object. So okay, sorry. Okay. Now we have our human and our tools. As you can see that there is no clash on the arm, and also it shows the direction of your eye, the human eye and the part. So this is the one if you want to do everything manually. If you want to move your human, you want to put it in contact and do everything with the manual, still it's to help you to find out that, for example, you can figure it out that these bars is tall enough to prevent the human from falling down from the sides or from the edge when it use the part, or you can use it the human go up the stairs to see this rails is helping for the grasping and moving the parts or not. For example, if you have the touch screen, you can use this human interface and use the define the some points that the fingers touch the point instead of the grasping. So this is a way how you can create the manually create the some action with your human body. Now instead of the using the manually handling the mannequin and contacting the object to the hand, we try to make the scenario and do the software predict all of the movement and create our contact point. To do that, I open the new interaction for the ergonomic, and then I select the one human mannequin and I give it like a 50% like the previous time. Now I add the one existing product. So let me open it first. I open the tools and we create some contact with these tools. So I just grab it and open the files. Okay, now I come back to the physical product and select the existing product, and I select this part. Okay, so the first thing is that I either move tools or move the mannequin to put it in contact with the person. So right now, to make it very easier, I just go to the views and I select the for example the right view, so it shows that where the mannequin sit with the object, and this is the robot for the tools, so I put it at the same height as the for example the chest area. Then I select the front view and I move this one. Okay, so let's say that they are like this. Also, I need to select the isometric. Then I can move the robot to the person and rotate the person to make them aligned. Okay, let's say that this is the location of the tools that I want to start working on that. To make the automatic connection between the tools and also to the human, first thing is that you need to define the contact point. So the previous time we can define the location of the human. Now in this time we create the contact point that we want to use. So the first one, I select this handle for this drill, and I select this cylindrical, and I click on this here again, and as you can see that I just move this grasping area in the middle of the handle, and I put the medium grasp, so you can select the preferred skills here. I just put the medium grasp for this one, and I select this handle in the back, and I select again. As you can see now is the touch. You can see that it's only the 1 point, but I want to make it as a cylindrical, because the touch is usually, if you have a touch screen or surface, you can use that the touch. And so I make it 180, and this one should be 0. Let's see. So I'm defining the grasping location. I put the this cylindrical at the middle of the handle, so I guess that now is a good location. So and click OK. So now I define the two object that I want to create the contact with them. So the next thing is that now at the before we move the each part and create the connection manually, but this time I just use the posture and then I create some scenarios to for this connection. So for this one I click on the human interaction and then I select the, as you can see, these two positions that I created, they are active now. I select this one, and if I'm right, this one is the left hand. So when I create the want to add the new the scenarios, I select the left hand. So I want this hand contact the this grasp, and then I have the different touch here. So so I have the medium forefinger point. This is if you want to your finger being touched, this is only the contact, but I want to grasp the object. So let's do the medium grasp. So I click on the medium grasp and I click add. The next thing is that I want the right hand be in contact with this part, so I select that one and I select the right and I select the medium grasp again and I click add. Oh, okay, so this one should be left, so let me make that left, and then so this should be interface 2. So interface 2 is the right hand and medium grasp. Okay, so then I click on the create initial condition. So when I click on the create initial condition and I select my mannequin, you can see that you have, I give you the options. So for the options, I select the posture because I want to software automatically modify all of the angles and all of the location of the body part in according to the scenario that I defined, and I click the position and also the kinematic solver setting. So for this one, for example, I select the look at, and for the look at I select the, for example, like the left hand, and when I select the set the preview, the software calculate the connection. As you can see that right now the distance is very far, so I need to select the, for example, the bend, and for the bend I can select the pelvis and the spin. So now if I run the preview again, okay, so the pelvis is a lot. So I think the distance I need to move so it's very far from my object if I want to contact them. So, and also it's very low. So that's something I can, it show me that with the location of my mannequin or my object is not in the right location, or this is the whole point of the using the mannequin. So I click OK and click OK here. Let me move my mannequin a little closer to the object, so I make it front. So first let me change the location of the okay, now it's grasp, right? Now if I move it, okay, so why does the my robot is not working? Okay, now it's contact, move my mannequin closer to the my object. Then I come back to the posture, go to my scenario, I click on that, I click the edit the condition again, and let's run it again to see. It still has the previous shape, so let me let's do it over, because the problem is that right now the previous scenario that I created just created the person in the this shape. So let me go back and redefine everything. Concrete drill, and I have two interface, so we define the interface. The only thing is that I move the my object and I make it posture as a standard relax. Okay, so I just put it on the original shape. Again, just make sure that everything is in the right distance. Oh, it's so far again. So I need to okay, now the posture will be better, hopefully. So that's the whole point of using the Manikin, to understand, for example, if you have a platform and you want to have a fixed area for your tools where you need to put the table and or the fixture that you want to keep all of this equipment. Okay, so let's create the new interface. This one I make it left and medium grasp, and this one I make it right and medium grasp again, and I create the initial condition for this Manikin. I select the, for example, the right hand, so look at the right hand, and let's try it without any kind of the bending. Okay, so now you can see the distance is good, and the Manikin has the good grasp of the items. If I go to put the left hand, look at the left hand, you can notice the head of the Manikin. So when I do the preview, now it's looking at the this hand, right, the right hand. So that's the one option that you can do that. Rename it to 1. Okay. So the next part is that to see the mannequin in the working condition. It means that when you want to run your scenarios after you created all of those connections, you go and select the interaction scenario, and in this one it should show the name of the mannequin. So I don't know why it doesn't show this mannequin. So the name of the mannequin is the mannequin 1. Yes, I'm not sure why the interaction scenario is not active here. So usually when you click on the interaction scenario and you have a multiple mannequin, you see all of the names of the mannequins here, and you just click on the one that you want to see the interaction and activate that one, and then you click on the update the mannequin, and then you can see the mannequin in action. So let's update everything to see what is the thing. Oh, okay, so it shows the error. I think it's the issue is the software. I just updated the software to the newer version, and I think it's crashed, so it doesn't work for this one. That's maybe it was the reason it didn't show the mannequin in the interaction scenario. But the idea is that after you define all of the you define the contact point, then you define the human interaction, how you want the human interact with the tools. For example, I said that the left hand in this arm and the right hand in the back of this concrete drill. And the next thing is that you saw that you can select the different options from the view for the look at the view, or you want to your mannequin have a movement like moving the pelvis or the chest or the head or the shoulders. So you select those one, and then when you run the simulation, the software show you how the interaction is working. So you don't need to do the connection manually. So again, this right now is just if I click OK, it's just crashed, and I think it's closed the application. So the whole idea of using the human interface is to find out how your design or assembly work in the real condition, and use this mannequin in your benefit to create the better and more reliable product. And if you want to have ergonomic option parts like the chairs, or for example if you designing the ladder, or for example the car, then you can see that how each part is fit together in according to the person that you want to be the user of that assembly or that parts. So that's the whole idea of using the mannequin and human simulation inside the CATIA. This is a very unique product that was found on the for the CATIA only before. So I'm not sure that any other software have this system right now, but you can use this ergonomic evaluation in your benefit to create the best product that you want.